I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Work crews were back at it today in the city of Kingston, taking steps to deal with a leaky storm drain tunnel that created a huge sinkhole on Washington Avenue. What needs to be done is the removal of a 2 to 3 foot high pile of sediment in the 100-year-old tunnel that formed at the bottom of an 85-foot underground shaft. Currently, the sediment is being removed by buckets, but the city's engineer wants Common Council approval to rent a vacuum truck to suck out the sediment that must be removed before the tunnel leaks can be repaired. This is the second time a sinkhole has formed in this spot in the past year. It's damaged underground pipes, created traffic detours, and allowed tons of sand and gravel to enter Kingston's sewage treatment plant. City Council is looking for grant money to help offset the estimated $1.6 million cost of the repair work. Yes, it was smoke from a fire you saw today along the Shawanga Ridge at the Mohonk Preserve in the towns of Gardner and Rochester. But this was a controlled burn set by land management officials as part of their plan to reduce fuel that could trigger future wildfires and lessen the number of tree species that compete with acorn-producing oak trees. About 70 acres were scheduled to be burned today. There was a plan to burn up to 500 acres along the ridge this year, but the combination of adverse weather conditions and drought canceled all but one of the scheduled controlled burns. And the program was put in place after a 2008 fire on the Shawanga Ridge that consumed more than 3,000 acres and threatened homes. You may not have realized it, but today's primary day, the day voters across the state get to choose party nominees in several Senate and Assembly races. Among the races here in the Hudson Valley, a Republican primary between Goshen Mayor Kyle Roddy and Colin Schmidt of New Windsor in the 99th Assembly District, a seat longtime Republican Assemblywoman Nancy Calhoun is giving up at the end of the year. In the newly redrawn 101st Assembly District, Republican incumbent Claudia Tenney is facing a challenge from Walden Mayor Brian Marr, and 3 Democrats are vying for the chance to oppose incumbent Republican Assemblywoman Annie Rabbitt in the 98th District. They are Orange County Legislator Myra Chemnitz, Monroe Councilman Gerard McQuaid, and Rockland County Legislator Aaron Weeder. Orange County Elections Commissioner Sue Barron says the rescheduling of primary day may mean an even lower primary vote turnout.
It's on a Thursday as opposed to Tuesday, as Tuesday was the 11th anniversary of 9/11. So we are working on, or we had to work to move the election through the state. They indicated to us that we would hold it on Thursday. That caused some confusion with voters.
And there's another change this time around. It's the redistricting that has put some voters into different election districts.
To throw in the redistricting of the Assembly and Senate districts, again, that's going to cause more confusion. I barely have the new numbers memorized, and I'm sure that voters don't even know right now what Assembly or Senate district is representing them. Although I have to say the Senate and the Assembly stayed pretty much the same here in Orange County, or the Senate stayed pretty much the same, but we got broken into 5 Assembly districts.
The polls close at 9 tonight, and after they do, check back here at Record Online for live primary election results. A security lieutenant at the Indian Point Power Plants has filed a $1.5 billion lawsuit claiming the security network at the Hudson Valley nuclear plants crashes on a regular basis. The suit filed by Clifton Travis Jr. claims Indian Point security staff routinely watch DVDs, play video games, and sleep on the job. An Entergy spokesman says the company has invested more than $100 million on security in the past 10 years and conducts drills and exercises at regular intervals, and that the federal government has labeled it a secure facility. The lawsuit claims the plant routinely fails anti-terrorism drills. And for the second straight year, the folks at Thunder Country 102 radio station in Sullivan County are using their airwaves to help in the fight against childhood cancer. This morning, Thunder 102 kicked off its Country Cares for St. Jude's Kids Radiothon. a fundraiser event that benefits the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. More than 100 Sullivan County area businesses have taken part by providing donations. Liberty-based Thunder Country is one of about 200 radio stations involved in the National Radiothon effort. It runs through 7 p.m. Friday evening on Thunder 102 FM. Donations can be made by calling 1-800-720-5944. Well, no one's complaining about the weather, and sunshine will continue to be the weather word around here. Friday will be mostly sunny with the highs reaching the low 80s, and the sun will break through some morning cloudiness on Saturday with temperatures reaching the upper 70s. Make Record Online your source for breaking news. And stay informed by reading tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.